All right, everyone, 2 down, 6 more companies to go. For those of you that are just arriving or those of you that are turning on online, this is our 10th annual Startup Texas Pitch event in collaboration with the BCIC, UTRGV, Greater Brownsville Incentives Corporation. We're very excited to be in this 10th year of competitions. And our next presenters presenting DOT. They're actually an avid runner, and like so many of the entrepreneurs here within the eBridge Center, they're working on a second app, like a serial entrepreneur would, of a running app, which is pretty cool. But representing DOT is Francisco Orta.
Hello everyone, my name is Francisco Orta Bazan, and I am the co-founder of DOT. It is the week before midterms, and after a class in Brownsville, students gather around the professor to talk about an upcoming exam. Esteban, though, he cannot stay. Esteban, he cannot stay. He has to take a class in Edinburgh and a bus to catch. Instead of talking with the students, he spends over 30 minutes outside, waiting in the sun, wondering if he should stay or he should leave. Stay or leave. Stay or leave. Okay, let me introduce you the company. Campus shuttle systems across the nations are outdated, unreliable, and disconnected. At UTRGV, the shuttles are untracked. Over half of the shuttles rely on outdated GPS hardware systems, while the rest, they don't even have this hardware as they are not university property. The current app also goes unused. Over 80% of the students say they rarely or never open the app. One major reason is its outdated and confusing interface. This problem is not unique to UTRGV. Across the nation, many universities sign contracts with companies like Ride Systems, which simply check off a box, not solve a problem. When a bus is late, a student is forced to wait outside, often in extreme temperatures, wondering if he should stay or if he should leave. This is lost time they could have spent studying or simply staying safe indoors. Students are used to Uber-level tracking systems, but these systems, they feel decades behind, resulting in lost time, stress, and low engagement. The solution? A dual app platform that connects campus shuttle drivers and students in real time, eliminating costly hardware dependency while delivering an Uber-level user experience. But why now? The timing is actually crucial. Right now, we're thinking of UTRGV as our step number 1. And UTRGV is the fastest growing university in Texas, with the enrollment expected to exceed 40,000 students by 2032. By 2032, UTRGV's locations are also expected to go from Port Isabel all the way to Rio Grande City. But this is just not something local. This US college enrollment is actually up 4.5% in 2024. So more students equals to more pressure on campus transportation, making tools like ours more urgent than ever. Let me introduce you to DOT, a real-time shuttle tracking platform that works on any smartphone. No hardware required and no confusing dashboards. For students, we have filtered routes, live bus locations, and delay alerts. On the driver's side, we provide them an Uber driver level experience where they can simply go online and swipe to notify students of departures and arrivals. The market size. We start big with the global market for student and employee transportation. This market is worth tens of billions of dollars and projected to keep growing. Then we go more to the center, is school and university transportation software, also expected to keep growing. But what we care about the most is the campus shuttle applications in North America market. This market is worth over $400 million, and it's expected to more than double by 2033. The key part here is that even a small slice of this market can deliver more than $10 million in ARR for DOT in 3 to 5 years. The team. We are a team of experienced software engineers. I myself am an independent app developer, while my friends and partners have developed software for some of the biggest companies, like Apple and Pinterest. We're launching in 3 phases. Phase 1 is it's a free app store launch, free of university ties where students and drivers can use the app independently. The revenue here will be through ads, but the real value here is in growth, in credibility, and in feedback. Phase 2 is institutional contracts. With just one university at $4 per student per semester, plus support fees, we're looking at $300,000 in yearly revenue. Phase 3 comes after the proving dot with institutions, which is SaaS expansion with private shuttle companies. We'll be charging them anywhere between $300 to $5,000 a month, depending on the fleet size. So all these combined give us $400,000 in ARR by year 2. Traction. By next year, we're expecting to have our pilot launch with over 1,000 users, quickly scaling to several thousand. By 2027, we expect our first official university deal worth around $350,000 in ARR. We're also expecting this year to scale within the UT system schools. But by year 3, we're expecting a nationwide replication with 5 to 10 universities, over 100,000 students, and $3 to $5 million in ARR. Current competition like Translock and Ride Systems all have expensive hardware, long setup time, and a bad user experience. Users simply don't use the app. That is different. We have no hardware, 1-day setup time, and the best user experience is based on students. We're asking for $75,000 to support only phase 1, but we are conscious that the $10,000 won from the grant today are the push that we need to complete this phase. This funding takes us from pilot to contract, and we're also open for future investments. Thank you. We believe in a future where students' time is valued, and this is going to start with us. And remember, this is an app for students, by students. Thank you.
We have 3 minutes for questions.
Thank you so much for your presentation, and I'm so just happy to see UTRGV students pitching. That's amazing, innovating. Yes, I want to know who is your customer, because I know the users are the students, but who's your real customer, and how many are you approaching to target?
Well, at first, the user is going to be the students in phase 1, because we want to make this app the best we can for them. But at the end of the day, we want to use this likability by students to show the universities how much of a necessity this is and how much money they're wasting in the current solutions. So at first, it's the students and then the universities.
So you're targeting the students and you're charging them $2?
No. This is based on how much they pay a semester. It's going to be included. So that's how it works right now. Current contracts are based. This is going to go in their bill. Yeah, it's through the university.
So your customer is the university?
Sí.
Very nice. Okay, I'll get another round.
Hey, Francisco, great job.
Thank you.
I was a student at UTRGV, and I know what you mean about the shuttles.
Nice.
So I'm happy somebody's working on that. Have you looked into what it takes to get a pilot program set up at the university here?
Can you repeat that, sorry?
Have you looked into what it takes to get a pilot program set up at the university?
We have a lot of contacts with the university transportation, actually. My partner is the one who knows more about this, but we know that there is a need and that they are looking for better solutions. They actually just switched a contract with another company, but as students, we know that this is the same thing as before, because what we offer is a different solution, it's a different perspective. They rely, as I said, they rely on hardware. We don't rely on hardware. We want to communicate the drivers with the students directly. So it's 100% of the shuttles tracked, but we know that there is an interest.
Last question.
Hi, great presentation. I saw that you mentioned a figure of $75,000 for seed money. What's that cash burn specifically for? And how long do you think would it last you before raising another round, or would it become like profitable by that time?
Well, we're thinking that the first phase is going to be very expensive, at least, because what we really care about the most is traction. So we're going to be serving to over 1,000 users or several thousand, and we're going to be having to pay for cloud services, for a lot of stuff, which are going to be very expensive. But we know that $75,000 for 1 year, it might be realistic until we reach our first university contract.
Yeah. So you plan that it would become profitable, or you would start generating revenue enough to sustain yourself after the first year?
Can you repeat that? Sorry.
Like after the 75,000 is burned out, do you think your revenue would be enough to sustain your goals?
I think so, yeah. And I really hope so. But what I really care more about is the traction. I want to get the attention of universities. If not this one, we'll get the next one. It's fine.
Thank you so much. Give a round of applause for Francisco.
Wait.